Alright, here are my thoughts on this patch. I think that the intro was actually, like, the best out of any patch we've ever had so far. Like, this part.
Do my ears deceive me? Or do you two have some breaking news to share with me?
Wow, so this is the King of Invocations Grand Prix?
A card snatcher?
Rest assured, there's no destination I can't deliver to. Thank you for choosing Komania Express.
Like, this is by far the best way they've ever introduced a character. Like, within a patch preview, special program, whatever. Good music, good transitions. Like, this is good. Good, like, high production value. This is where all the budget went. And then you look at the patch itself, and it's just, oh, okay. This event, it's nice. But as usual, it's probably just gonna have, like, 6 levels, and that'll be it. And then you're gonna be like, well, okay. You know, the first 4 were too easy to introduce us to how this works. And then the 5th one was, like, still pretty easy. The 6th one was a little bit harder, but, like, medium difficulty. I'm starting to like this. Where's my next one? Oh, I'm done. That's it. This is the problem with puzzle events in Genshin. I'm guessing it's gonna be the same thing with this one. This...
More dice consumed matching the elemental type of the active character
fine, I guess,
will result...
but I don't know. This I don't really care for. Carrara, kind of just meh. Yuemiya story quests, cool, I guess. Banners are actually, like, decent. Like, this isn't the greatest banner, but this one, assuming the 4 stars aren't fucking dog shit, is gonna be actually really good. This, whatever. This could be promising, but I saw something that really worries me, which is that you have a limit on how much you can put in your things, and putting monsters costs a lot of that limit, right? You have like 1,000 points, and these monsters cost 335 is the highest, but like you literally cannot even put 3 of these. Also, the opponent selection is pretty shit. I really hope it's not too bad. There might be some ways of like putting the enemies in places that you can't reach and doing some cool dodging like levels and shit, but meh. It is nice that you can change the levels, that you can like choose which ones you get. That's nice.
Yeah.
But they don't actually show the level options, so it's possible that you can't make them actually high level, which would be cringe. This part is really cool, assuming that it's not too Omega easy and that it's not impossible to make hard levels. It could be a way of actually having co-op content that isn't garbage. But I'm guessing, again, right, like, from the fact they don't even show the level options, I'm guessing that's not gonna happen. Vagabond rerun is cool. I had my issues with the original Vagabond event, which were mainly due to the Hydro, like Oceanid, whatever thing, being an Omega cringe enemy, where you lost so much DPS uptime if you didn't have a range carry. It doesn't seem like it's that bad with this lineup. Like, yeah, it's still nice to have some range for the Thundering Manifestation, but it's not as punishing if you don't.
Let me give a...
The lineup isn't as cringe, which is nice. The other issue that I had was that generally buffs like, or debuffs like, well, your character's cooldowns become much higher, just aren't fun to play around. Like, it's generally more fun to give the enemies more health and have the opportunity to gain buffs that change the gameplay, like a cooldown reduction buff instead of a debuff, right? But the enemy is like significantly tankier. That's generally more fun to play with than a squishier enemy with debuffs that like make some of your characters unplayable. I don't know exactly what debuffs we're gonna have here, but we'll see. I do like having content that's like a little bit more difficult. I don't know how difficult this is gonna be, but the more difficulty, the better. One of the really nice things about this, also about events like hard events like this, is that they put the first Primogem reward as really high, the second one is pretty low, and after that it's no more Primogem rewards. It's just more on other stuff. Because people that actually want to clear the higher difficulties don't want to clear them because they want the rewards. They want to clear it because it feels rewarding to clear with max points. So you don't need to put actual like big rewards. Just have a thing that says obtain a high score and have the reward be garbage, and it's still gonna be enough of an incentive to try to go for it for people that care about it. But more casual players that don't want to care about it won't feel like they're missing out on too much because they got all the primo gems. But yeah, one thing for those of you that actually play the game more casually, usually if you're going for like the minimum points for rewards, this is never worth leaving on easy, because if you leave it on easy, the amount of debuffs that you're gonna have to take to get the amount of points that you need will be so much that it's actually gonna be harder than if you had it on hard with a higher multiplier. Just go for the highest multiplier and take debuffs that don't affect you.
Let's move on to the next event. Okay, so this one is another returning event for version 3.7
This event
called
sucks.
Phase Trials.
I'm sorry, this event is just so bad.
Hypothesis.
Like, why pretend that there's gonna be a combat event if you just give us a one-shot button? What's the point? It is funny that they're using Dea because this is the only way that Dea can kill enemies.
Okay, they're seriously...
Okay, that being said, it
Wait,
is nice that like they give you actual. I don't know. Okay, maybe this doesn't count as an actual. Maybe I paused at the wrong moment
Everyone
to say
will be
this.
able to-
Okay, it is nice that they give you actual teams so that you get to actually like try out some characters that you wouldn't be able to try out otherwise, and some team compositions. And that's it. Overall, this is very much a filler patch. There's nothing else to say. Like it's a massive filler patch. It is gonna be pretty bad, and I can't wait for the one after that.